What up, guys? What up, guys? You know, I was walking in Walmart. It had a black woman with a black dog tried to intimidate me. She a black woman with racism. But I want to tell y'all something. Today, we're not going to allow communities of bad behavior because Governor Abbott got a problem. And Orion, look out for himself. Let me tell you something. A man that got a problem have his own problem in his own churches. Let me tell you something. The prosecutors must lose their job and the state attorney from different courtrooms. The more we delay this issue of the state attorneys being arrested and Judge Kennedy being arrested, we have a problem here. You're abusing every law in the book to not to arrest Judge Kennedy and the prosecutors and the state attorneys. No camera should not be deleted. I don't want to. God don't need you and Jesus don't need you. He asking me to go back and hide in where racism at. We don't depend on liars because if nobody else can stand up behind black and white narcissists, God said they'll never have nobody because you depend on each other lies and depend on each other to make it through while you be racist towards certain categories. And I'm not part of no LGL community. I'm even tired of that bullshit. This is not, don't try to mix my problems up with other people's problems here. Because I stand for something that's greater than what you can't understand. You can come up with your lies and come up with your distributions, coming up with your own. I'm going to tell you something. The LGBT community, you can't force nobody into your life. Get that straight. You need to come up with your own platform and do what you need to do separate from other humans. You're on YouTube. You're forcing people in your life. You're going to get hit with a wall every time. Every time these things go on in this community. But the state of Texas and the Dallas courtroom have did something to try to break God and Jesus tried to break my child mindset. And it must be paid. Either way, it must be paid with Judge Kennedy. Delaying this is not going to get you nowhere, President Joe Biden, for your racial act. And Obama should be ashamed of you as a black man. But everybody in it for themselves, right? For certain people, I don't need you. God and Jesus do not have value. You know why God and Jesus do? You're doing this for money. And girl, I refuse to be a part of your lying behavior. I want to tell you something. God and Jesus do not have value. They do not have value. You know why they don't have value? Because they misunderstood. You can't say God and Jesus have value and they misunderstood. You have crossed the line and crossed the barriers of the holy grounds and the Holy Spirit. You have disturbed grounds that was beneath you. And God said, I might carry on. Me and my child and my children might carry on and live through the ages. But you would never do. You would never be legendary. For your opinions and your lying and your racism. You would never be legendary. You would be remembered as a coward. As a black racist white coward that depends on those things. You would never be remembered. Only thing you gonna remember for doing something you wasn't supposed to be. You would never be remembered through the ages and centuries. Like the people that stood before me and stood with me in times of need. My name is Hubert, HUBERTSELLERS, and stood with me in the times of need. And I want them to let them know, at Durham Miller, keep these things and make this change and make me at the table. And God said he keep his promise. And them. I want them to know when Judge Kennedy sit from that jailhouse and the state attorneys and everybody sit from that jailhouse when I'm in Baltimore, when I'm in a home office and I get a house built over there. You're going to feel God then. You're going to feel Jesus then. But black and white trying to stop that. Mexicans trying to stop that with hatred. God said you are not the leader of truth anymore. Joe Biden and Trump can't get the job done. God said, I'm going to get the job done. You lie for your people enough. But the lady in the Walmart parking lot with the black dog with a little dog, her little black shit, tell me, shut your lying racist ass up when you been fighting for yourself all of these years. Excuse my French. I told y'all every time I get on here, we're going to hit the trimming movie, right? We're going to hit it, right? We're going to hit the trimmers movie, right? I want them to know, when this happens, I want Judge Kennedy to know, and the state attorneys and these black people to know that God did this. God made me sit at the table because you got a racial problem. And they going to leave because they own problems. But that just means you're going to hide the inevitable of what you are. You know what you did. And God don't respect that. We can make this a lot more easy on you. You're going to be remembered as a coward, as a racist coward. And the security guard going to be remembered as a black racist coward. And the state attorneys from across the room and the black man that participated going to be remembered as a racist coward, as a narcissist. You're delaying your arrest. You're delaying crimes of antagonization, of racism, of abuse of power. God want nothing to do with you. Your value don't mean nothing to me when you're a racist. And you're going to lie talking about what you ain't are. Houston, God want nothing to do with you. I want to make myself very clear. Lil Kiki, God said you're a hip-hop legend. God said I'm more legendary than you. And that price for money that you stand for would be destroyed. They say they finally let hip-hop in. You refuse to let God in with your black racism. God said, I move mountains and I move spirit and I come to the heart that is pure. I don't have to move the spirit. God said, I send my child. I'm in my child's spirit for a specific reason, to take care of you, to take care of your lies and your hiding your problems and lying about it. But you want a nigga to be second because you're a black liar. God said, I told you you will pay for it. And by state of Texas law, you are meant to be put to death. You make the rules. Let's try this if you want. What I'm about to do, another civil rights. God said, I'm the only one can get the job done. And Jesus said, I'm the only one to get the job done. You hear me? And I meant that when God said, I'm the only one can get the job done. And we're going to get the job done. Because you're a coward. You're a racism. And you know what you are. You show no regardless for your actions. No sympathy for your racism as a black man. And for that, you must be stopped. You must be stopped by the gods. You must be stopped by the heavens. Everything that you do, you must be stopped. Kiki, you ain't my brother when you did something for with your people. And God said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to remove your black people and your racism. Crimes. You want to laugh? Come on, let's do this. Let's do this.